can have a meaningful dialogue, but you don't need those graphic imagery to purposely trigger and shame students who have had abortions.
Their images described as graphic and disturbing. You probably have seen them as you're walking on the street at some point. They're found on the posters held by controversial anti-abortion protests. But one group right here on Ryerson's campus is taking a stand against anti-abortion protests, and they're not the only ones.
We immediately took to the streets and created our own signs just to cover up some of the graphic imagery.
A run-in with anti-abortion protesters last September is what led a group of students to create the Ryerson Reproductive Justice Collective, a kind of group that at times clashes with demonstrators.
They are purposely trying, in my opinion at least, purposely trying to amp up some of our folks so they're getting that violent reaction.
Cameron Harlick says they encounter protesters from the Canadian Centre for Bioethical Reform on a weekly basis at Victoria and Gould, steps away from Ryerson's bookstore. Once spotted, the Ryerson students bring out their pro-choice signs to block the gory images.
We essentially just want to make our students feel safer, and at the end of the day, if even one student comes up to us and thanks us for that, that's one student that we made feel safer on campus.
But these counter-protesters don't only exist at Ryerson. In fact, these groups are mobilizing across the GTA.
That's kind of happening everywhere.
Their response to groups like the CCBR and Show the Truth, an Ontario-based organization that says they're well aware that their images are graphic.
We believe it's a very kind of valuable way to quickly show our stance about abortion in just a few short seconds.
We've been receiving countless emails from viewers telling us that these images are disturbing.
I understand that perspective, but then we also get a lot of positive reaction. The images are just an effective way to really get the conversation started.
The volunteer-based group says counter-protesters have also showed up at their demonstrations.
You know, it can be frustrating when, you know, we're trying to speak up about this issue and others are trying to shield our message, and we feel it's our right to speak up about this and get the conversation going about what our tax dollars go to funding on a daily basis.
But one group wants to change how anti-abortion groups market their messages. Abortion Rights Coalition of Canada has taken a stance against the tactics groups like CCBR and Show the Truth have used.
Pro-choice is stronger in Canada than ever, and people don't want to, debate the issue again or recriminalize it.
The group is asking provinces to pass laws prohibiting these graphic images to be distributed to residential homes and advertised in public spaces.
We have to look to the province to create some sort of civil law. It might be an amendment to an existing law where it fits in somewhere.
Now, Joyce, Arthur tells me the group, the Abortion Rights Coalition of Canada, will first set its eyes on Ontario to make those changes to the law.